Annyeong neserans! Welcome back or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. If this is your first time here, welcome to the fam bam. Basically Annyeong neseran means hello my lovelies, because all of you are my lovely people here. So welcome to the fam bam. Today we are doing another story time here. I will be taking a dive into my lifestyle as a newbie here in Second Life. It has been a while since I've been on Second Life. I believe I joined Second Life, I don't know, when I wasn't supposed to be on Second Life, basically like 2007. I will show some pictures in this video. I will dive into what I was doing on here, why I've been on here for so long, but basically my details about being a newbie. So let's dive on in here. Okay, so first, basically when I was a newbie, it was 2007. I technically joined Second Life when I was not supposed to be on Second Life. I was in the 7th grade and was like in grade school, about to go to the 8th grade, I believe. I don't know, but they at the time had two Second Lives. They had a teen version and then they had an adult version. I made an account for the adult version underneath my name as it is Cutie, but then I was just like, oh my god, that's so lame. I want to make another one, so I made another one with my real name. We won't be disclosing that for you guys, sorry, but I made one with my real name with my real age, and then I noticed a difference in the grids. Basically, they were called grids at the time. They the avatar was different, the hairs were different, the locations you can go to were different, just basically everything was so different, and I didn't quite like it. So I went back to this account where I lied about my age. Yes, I lied. Mind you, I already had an idea about virtual worlds because I came from IMVU. Oh, looks like we have a guest who wants to be here. This is Kim, my little baby child. Guess she'll be joining us. So hi Kim. She's getting up from a nap, so she'll be here for a little bit. But yeah, what was I saying? I was already in IMVU, so I had an idea about what virtual realities was like. So I joined Second Life, and on my adult account things were so different in Second Life at that time. I will insert some pictures of what we thought was cute at the time. Baby, don't come for me, I didn't send for you, but this is what we looked like, and we was it. The blingy shoes, so now, funny enough, flexi hair has been around for a while. Back then we had flexi hair, but it was a little more stiff. Like it looked like you just added a physic to like a, I don't know, a cone or something. Like it wasn't cute. It wasn't a thing. Okay, one moment. I'm just gonna put her to bed and come right back. Okay, so now that we're back, so yeah, flexi hair wasn't a thing. It wasn't cute. It wasn't popping, but at the time it was. And like now we call it baked on mesh, but it was system layer clothes then. We didn't have no mesh. That wasn't a thing. We had blingy shoes, blingy earrings, big old gaudy everything. Me as a newbie, I did the stereotypical things you come to Second Life and do. I danced around places. I still do basically everything I did as a newbie, to be honest with you guys. I danced around at random places. I was a little more sociable at that time. I'm working on being more sociable again because there wasn't nothing wrong with talking to people at that time. Things were more geared to being friendly. I don't know why that's changed now that we've become a different looking avatar, but yeah, things were a little more sociable at that time. But I danced at there was a place called Midnight Something that I went to, and it was the dopest sim. It had, I don't know, it had like an exploration area, so it had mountains and walk paths and cuddle areas. But then it also had, if you went to the left of it, if you went to the left of it, basically there was a bridge that you would walk across, and then in the middle of the water there's this huge tree, and around the tree there was a deck, and then a dance area, and people dance with rave sticks, and just, it looked like a rave basically on water on this deck surrounded underneath the tree. It was awesome. My favorite place to go every time I logged on. Eventually I upgraded because I was like, I need clothes, I need shoes, I need, you know, they had more free areas. They might still have like free places to go to for clothes and stuff on Second Life. I'm not sure. You have to check with some other YouTubers that specialize in creating on the budget or free avatars. But no, they had these places where you went to basically get free things. But yeah, they had some places that you can go to for free things such as clothes, hairs. We didn't have AOs yet when I was a newbie at that time. We just stood around. Like if you took your AO off right now, that's how we all stood around. There wasn't any like looking sexy or posing seductive or none of that. We stood around looking schmuggly. But no, you went to these places and you would buy these cubes. So like sometimes you might buy, right now you might buy like a gacha from Marketplace, and if you res it on your ground, it'll come in just a blank cube. Or if you're building stuff at home and you res out a blank cube, it will have that. So basically back then we had those cubes and you would just have free stuff in it, like free hair, free skin, and things of that nature. And so I was a stripper when I joined Second Life because I needed to start buying things. I wanted cuter things. I wanted to make myself a little cuter. You know what's funny? The hair store Analog Dog that people still go to today has been around since I was a newbie. And I went to them faithfully for my flexi hairs as well. I think I will upload a picture of how I looked then, but those are a few years later. Obviously because I was in the 7th grade at this time, I definitely took a break from Second Life because it was just a game for me at that time. So I mean, school and growing up took priority to those things. But when I came back, I either started a family or I joined a family or started dating in Second Life. I was still too young for all of these things, mind you. I was definitely still like growing up or whatever, but at that time in life I was able to keep up with the type of mature content that Second Life had to offer. So I definitely was dating like older men, and I should not have been saying all sorts of things to these men. Like, we primmed, which is sex in Second Life, but we primmed or whatever, and I was good at it. I'm not gonna lie, like that's what made me a good stripper. I know how to emote and stuff like that. So like, I don't know why I knew these things as a little child. Like I don't know, don't ask me about my life. But yeah, as a newbie, we were doing, it was just so fun. Like, I was a vampire at some point in time. I met a best friend who only became my best friend because we were at this club. If you're a follower for me and you've been around Second Life for a while, it was a club named Bootylicious. Yes, Bootylicious. And you went there that's when I started learning about trolling and stuff like that. I never trolled anybody because I don't want nobody to troll me. But you went there and you possibly danced, but that's when dances started becoming like twerks and popping and all of that stuff. Or you would dance with a couple or whatever. But mainly if you was like popping or whatever, if you was like the it people, you would sit at the bar. Now, at this bar, people talked about each other. People came in with like the weird avatars. There were pencils and Mr. Potato Heads and everything at this bar, honey. Now, I sat there on occasion and like listened to like the arguments or people trolling each other. That was always funny to me. But back to the story. I was there one day and I think I was either dancing or just standing there. And at this time, it's when I think they still have them on Second Life. And people now can make it to where they're wearing something that you can touch them with, but at that time I wasn't doing that. So people also had things where they could just smack people's butt, and it would just give you a little message on in your local saying that somebody smacked your butt or whatever. Some guy did that to me and then eventually got in my inbox like, hey, blah 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 blah, nice avatar or whatever. And I was like, thank you. And then he's like, can I be honest? I was like, what's up? And he was like, only reason I messaged you is because I smacked your butt and then I lagged out, and so I couldn't run away, and I was trying to, but because I couldn't, I decided to say hi to you. And I was like, cool, thanks for your honesty or whatever. But since then we became best friends. We moved in together on Second Life. We lived in a castle. If I can find pictures of all of these times in my life, I would definitely insert them into the video. They may not be the best quality because, honey, taking pictures back then was just an in the world thing. We did not export them to our desktops and stuff like that like we do now. So they may not be the best quality, but I will try to find them and insert them into the video. But we were vampires at the same time, which is still something you can be in Second Life. But we were vampires at the same time. He decided to start having mistresses, and they would come to the castle. We built a whole town. Like, the castle had a village, and we were the vampires that lived in the castle. There was a graveyard there. I don't know. So many weird things. Second Life used to be so not laggy that we used to have HUD wars. Now, a HUD war at that time, there's a HUD called the Wishmaster, which I'm pretty sure you can still find and purchase, where, say for instance, on the HUD, they had like these traps you can put people in, or storms. Like, he would attack me with like a hailstorm, so I would attack him with like an ice storm. It could kill you. So luckily that was our house, so we would set our land to have damage available, and then we would just kill each other on the land. And then we invited friends over and we hudded them and had a wars. It was so lag free that we could do those things. What else did I experience as a newbie? There was areas where you can like literally be in space. Like, me and him lived in space at a certain point in time. I was a Nico at a certain point in time, which if you don't know what that is basically just an avatar who has like fuzzy boots, but they got paws on the bottom. So when I walk around, there would be like little printed paw prints everywhere I walked. And I had like little fox ears and a fox tail. And those were Nico's. I was a deer at some point in time. Like, I was half deer, half human at a certain point in time. I don't know. I did a lot of stuff. But as a newbie, things are so fun and so different than now. Like, we were fugly, but we thought we were popping. I used to be in the clubs with DJs. I used to write fiction books. Like, literally, I don't know who I thought I was. I would sit my little avatar on some beach facing the sunset and open up a note card and write like stories, like I'm writing a book or something. Like, I don't freaking know. I thought I was doing the thing. And then I would take a break and come back, and then it would just be a whole different type of Second Life, I guess. So I joined a family, and I was a kid at some point in time. I had grew up in that family and decided to start dating other people. I got engaged at some point in time. I don't know, things definitely. I joined a sorority back then. I'm in a sorority again now, but I joined a sorority back then, still schmuggling, but we was getting better. We was moving towards mesh. We had mesh hair at this point. We started getting like mesh body parts. We didn't have a body yet, we got body parts. But yeah, that's when I started and dove into my life into the BDSM world, which is in my previous video that I talked about I will link that in this video here as well. But yeah, being a newbie was high-key pretty fun, actually. I'm pretty sure it's different now. Like, newbies come to Second Life, and at least the newbies that are in the urban community either come in knowing somebody so they don't look newbie. They have like a whole friend to help them you know, look better, or they have our awesome videos. There's tons of YouTubers that help you become not a newbie, or there's people who convert from Second Life to, or from SL, what am I saying, sorry, from IMVU to Second Life, so things aren't super new to them. They're used to uploading money or things of that nature. But yeah, I don't know, I plan on posting all pictures I can into this video here. Just wanted to have a sit down with you guys and talk about my experience as a newbie, some of the things I used to do as a new person to Second Life, some of the things that when I reminisce on what I enjoyed doing on Second Life, I think about those days and I try to bring those days back, because I don't know, those were super fun, and that definitely kept me wanting to be on Second Life way more than I have been in the past months here. But mentioning that, I have been on vacation in real life, so I am back now, and I plan on uploading more consistently than I have been previously or recently. But I do want to get you guys' input on things, because we are a fam bam. So my next video I do plan on doing is a what the culture video, where I kind of take a look into converting over to Second Life. So if you are a IMVU person converting to Second Life, or just a new person in general and kind of want my perspective on what it's like coming to Second Life, I'll be doing that video. So do leave, I've already basically recorded it or done a little bit of thinking about what I want to be in that video, but if there's something specific from the first video of what the difference is between IMVU and Second Life that you want me to go over in that video, do let me know. But basically in that video I'll be going over bodies and heads, because coming to Second Life, that is one of the, in my opinion, first things you need to get is your body and head, and then worry about the skin and hair and stuff. So I'll be kind of reviewing some bodies in the next video, and from there we'll just be on the up and up about the uploads. We are almost at 200 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for sticking with me, staying a part of the fam bam, helping us grow to where we are today, and continuing on this journey with me. I look forward to seeing you guys in the very next video. You guys are awesome. Catch you next time.